Okay, I'll explain you the working flow of the project. The first step, you need to start the server to start the project. So then once you start the server, so I'll come back to the home page. So until and unless you're not doing any signing part, so it is not allowed you to enter into the project here. So you can see it is going to ask you please log in again. So make sure you are going to register. So I'll register the new registration here. So I'm just going to register a new person. So I'll just give it here as ARK Pro. So then I'll just tell here as arkpro@gmail.com. Then I'll give the password ark@123. So make sure you are using a number and small character and a large and even the special character. Then I'll just click onto this. I'm giving 1234. I'll just give it as a 1234 here. So once I click onto the register, so you can see it is showing you the password must be at least 8 character. So I can just reduce the length of it. So I'll just reduce the length of this project thing. So I can just go to the views here. So if you want to make it as a 2, you can just set that particular part here. So it is less than or 8 is there. I'll just make it as less than or 5 here. That's it. So now you can enter at least even if it is a 5 character, it is going to allow you here. So I'll just go back here. So then I'll just enter the password here again. So that is ERK@123. So once I click onto the register, you can see it is registered here. So now I need to activate this link. So as we don't have email authentication part, so we need to log in with this link. So we are going to log in with this link here. So once you are logged in, so your account is activated here. So now I'm just going to log in with the credentials arkpro@gmail.com, and I'm just going to paste the password. So ark@123. Once I click onto the sign in, so the sign in is successful. So when you can reset your password as well, that is also the option of that is also is been specified into the session there. So once you have logged in, so the first step here is the authentication part that is done. So as according to your project, first you need to create your CV here. So here is a CV, so which you need to create it. So here we have added the things over here, right? So you can see I have made it a star here. So the star means something like mandatory. So you need to fill this field mandatory. And wherever the stars are not there, so you can just ignore that part and even you can update it later here. So you can see that automatically the Gmail email is going to come here. So you don't need to change this as well. So just you can fill out your information. I'm just going to fill out my information, Anis Rahman here. So I'll just tell Anis Rahman Khan here. And I'll just give the alternate phone number. Something like this. Then 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. And even I can just give the address here, Bangalore, ANG. So let's fill out this form and come back. So you can see I have filled out all these details here. So the mandatory part, and in the technical section, it is important. Make sure you are giving separating the things with the separated with the comma. Don't use any special characters here. Suppose I'll just give it here as a Java, comma. I'll just give it as a Python. Then I'll just give it as a React.js. Then I'll just give it as a Django here. The 4 skills I'm going to add it. Then I'll just add the product section, project details. So I'll just go to my website and I'll just copy paste a few of the things from here. So for the purpose, I'll just copy this data. So let's copy this as it is and let's paste it here as well. And now whatever the things are there, I'll just paste it here as well. It will be the project one description. So I'll just keep it as a project is a empty. Then I'll just add a few things here as courses, something like that, internship role at the internships, and the designation. I'll just add a few things here to save it here. So I've added this kind of thing. So if you want to add the URLs, you can add it here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add the same URL. So I'm just going to paste some random URLs over here. Okay. So designation, I'll just give it as here as a full stack developer. So make sure give the designation and tell me about yourself. I'll just copy something from here and paste it over here and just click onto the submit. It is asking project 2 is also a mandatory here. So okay, so project 2 title is not mandatory actually. So if I just come back and stay in this, I'll just search for the project 2. So you can say I'll just remove these mandatory parts. Okay, so I'll just remove this required. So if you remove this required, that will be there here. So this I'll just update it. So you don't need to do it. I will just remove all these required parts over. So if it remove, it will be like a non-mandatory field. Okay, so I have saved that changes, so you don't need to worry. So you can just worry whichever the stars is there, only that will work here. Okay, so if you accept then stars, whatever the star is maintained, just fill those details and you can just click onto the submit here. So I'll just give it here yeah and just click onto the submit. Okay, so here I got some error. Okay, let me check what is this. Okay, so it is telling me it is accepting at least something for the university. Basically, I am not given, right? So I have updated that specific piece of code into my backend right now. So you won't be getting that error. So let it no issue. So I wanted to show you the error. So only I just added this one. So again, I have filled all the information. If I just click onto the submit, you can see the CV is created successfully. And you can see the default picture is coming here as an Israel, and the normal default picture is showing. And here all the details are can visible. You can see all the data is coming. So whatever the projects are there, everything you can able to see. So right now you can see the post graduation details are not present here. So even you guys can update your profile here. So you can just click onto the update profile. You can just select any of the pictures here as well. So I'll just select any of my picture here. So I'll just select it this one. So I'll just open. So the picture is selected here. So even I can just rechange all the data here. So now I'm just going to add university, that is a master. So I'll just give it here as a boost on here, percentage 80. I'll just give the branch here as a CSC. So let's tell some numbers here, 20 and 5 and 2021, then 2 and 2000. Let's maintain. Okay, we'll just tell 2023. Okay, so let's tell that city is equals to USA, something like this. And I'll just add some kind of the project sections as well here. So I'll add this is the project which like you can add anything here. So I wanted to just show you the updation part here. So let's add the project to title here. Then I'll add some kind of data from here. I'll just paste it here, then here. So when you can add the internship details here. So let's add the another internship details. So let's click on to the connect me over here in the experience. I'll just add this. Okay. So let's add as a RIA Institute some kind of data. Then I'm just going to add this data here. Okay. So once I update it, so whatever you like, you guys can update it here. So now I have updated Anis Rahman is there, right? I'll just maintain as Anis Rahman here. And that's it. I'll just tell full stack developer. I'll just tell full stack Python developer here. So let's see whether this is, I'll just, or else I'll just maintain here as a developer. So once I click onto the update, you can see the profile has been updated and already CV is submitted. Done. So you can see the profile picture is also coming here, and you can see Anis Rahman and a developer is also being. So let's update, and again I'll just maintain as a full stack developer here. DEVELOP. So it is mandatory to keep a update part. So this was not there previously, so I just updated right now. So you can see all the data is visible in the proper manner. It isn't shown in the resume. So this is the second part of your project, right? So this is the two things I'll just show you. Okay, this is the second part of the project. So now let's come back to the job match. So I can see based on my CV. So my CV has the skills Java, Python, React, and Django. So you can see the job matchings are the 4 specific datas are the job matchings. So if I just come back to my CV, suppose if I just remove the Django from here. So in the skill section, I'm just going to remove the Django. So where is it? Here is it, right? So once I remove Django, I'll just keep it only 3 skills. So you can see now if I just go to the profile section, so sorry, in the job matching, so you can see only the 3 specific skills data has been matched and all the data has been there. So this is all about job match. So I can just, this is all my job match is showing the suggestions, and all rest other jobs you can see all the JDs and all the data from here. Okay, so this is all the things are there here. So now what I'm going to do here is, now I wanted to apply for the job now. So I want to apply for the job that is Python here. So once I click onto the job Python, so I want to apply it. So mainly if I just click onto the apply, you can see it is going to the self-assessment page over here. So it is going, it is asking me to take the self-assessment. So I'll just select any of the random data here. So I'll just select some kind of data. So this is, I'm just selecting it here, and I'll just click onto the submit here. So the assessment score is been matched here. So then I wanted to apply for a React.js job. So I'll just select React. So I'll just keep, I wanted to pass in this subject. So all the answers for the React.js, I have kept it as a B. So I'll just select all the BB here, so I can submit it here. So before going to this part, I'll show you the administration part, how this data is visible, how you are able to add the jobs and all. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm just going to press Ctrl Shift and N. So I'll open the server into the incognito mode. So I'll just go to the same URL, that is a /administration part here. So this is the only for the administration for your supervisor, like that. So let's log in with the LAKSHMI Lakshmi credential, LAKSHMI Lakshmi credentials here. So you can see I can able to add. So here you can see the CV I have submitted, right? So you can able to see the CV, whichever the CV I have submitted, all the details administration has access to see. He can delete and he can update the specific details as well. So as admin has all the rights as well. Okay. Then you can see whoever have done logged in, you can see into the table that is the users here. So you can see ARK Pro is a logged in person. I can able to see his details. Then coming back to your assessment here. So how you are able to see the assessments. So you can just click onto the job. So mainly you are going to create the jobs, right? So you can see right now these many jobs has been created. If you want to create a new job, so I'll just create a job for Angular, Angular, Angular. So then I can select the specific image for it. I can just select any of the Angular pictures. So let's select the Angular image here. Then I can add the description of the job here. What I'm going to do here is I'll just come back here. I'll just search for Angular job JD, Angular job JD. So I'll just come kind of information from any of the website. Okay, so we have some kind of data. So we can see we have a kind of things. So let's copy something here, Angular. If I just open this, okay, taking too long time. Bullshit website. Okay, so let's get to this another website here. So let's copy some kind of data. So just I wanted to paste it here into my administration part. So let's come back and then just paste this data. I'll just click onto the save here. So once I click onto the save, you can see there is a job. Angular is been created by the persons here. So now if I just come back and show you the job matchings here. So you can see now right now I have only 3 jobs here, but my CV doesn't have Angular skills, so it is not suggesting me for that job. If I scroll a little bit down, you can see I will be getting the Angular job here as well. So if they want to apply, they can apply as well, but it's not relevant. So because there is no skills match, so the main object here is job matching for the graduates, right? This is the main era. So we are creating. So I wanted to just keep all the jobs whatever are there, all the match jobs over. Okay, these are the jobs I'm mapping here. So now once I click onto the apply for the React.js job, so if I just click onto the apply, so you can see I will be able to see the questions, right? 1, 2, 3, and all the things. So how this data is coming here? That is the question. So that data is coming from the questions table. So these are your database table questions. So where the database tables, all the you need to add your questions based on the whatever the profile it is there, the title. Let me add one questions for React.js. I'll just add user is Lakshmi. So I want to add the questions for the React.js. I'll select it into my dropdown. So whichever the questions you're adding for which job, you need to for the assessment purpose, you are going to add some kind of questions here. Now I'll just come back to my chat GPT. So already I have created some 5 MCQ sessions. I have pasted all 4. So let me add one last one. So I'll just add the 5th question from the chat GPT. So I'll just paste it here. What is the purpose of state in React.js here? Let me get the data. So answer is C, right? So let's copy this answer C here. So I'll just paste it into the option number 2 here. I'll just paste it as here. So then again, I'm just going to paste something. I'll just give some dummy data. I'll just remove some kind of things from here over the time into the component. Then I'll just remove some kind of data time in the component. Okay, something. So I'll just tell answer is the B here. So make sure you are not giving any spaces from the starting or any kind of thing. So make sure the things you are uploading properly here. So this is the one more question I'm adding to my assessment of the React.js that is going to add it by the administration part here. So once the React.js question is added, so now you can see what is the purpose of state in React.js. Now first come back. Now if the person is taking the if the person is taking the specific assessment for the React.js, now you can able to see the question has been added over here. So this is how the questions, or you can add it for a specific rule. Okay, so now I'll just select all B, and again I'm just selecting here B, and I'm just selecting here B. So let's select all B and just submit here. You can see it is giving me the apply because I wanted to pass, because in the starting you see I got 5 marks over here. Let me check any other I can apply any for the jobs here. So we have a Java, right? I'll just click onto the Java here. I'll just select some random here. I think at least 1 or 2 I'll expect something to be correct. So private, just submit here. Okay, even in Java I got 0 marks here. All the 5, my bad luck. Okay, so that is all the things. Fine, no pass. We have a 2. I have failed in the 2 assessment, but I have passed into the 1 assessment over here. So what if the specific questions are not there? So you saw I added a profile for in the job matching. I have added the profile for Angular, right? But there is no questions for the Angular. So this error I have not handled in the previous review, so that I have added it into this one. I'll just click on the update. So I will just show you that what it will be the thing. So I'll just add the Angular here. So I want to add the Angular. So once I update, if I click onto the job matching, now you can see I got the Angular job. So if I just click onto that, you can see assessment is not available yet. So until and unless there are no questions have added into your by the admin for the assessment from here. So now if they want to add it, they can select the user, and same things goes on. So they want to add Angular. At least make sure you are adding at least 5 MCQ questions for any of the job roles. Okay, so that is one of the important point I wanted to say here. Okay, so there is also errors has been handled. You won't be getting any errors. Okay, so that is the main things. So now as this is the second part, third part of your website is done. So like the jobs has been matched here, right? Yes. So now coming back to the profile here, sorry, the results. So they'll be able to see the results. Okay, they have failed into the two part. So now they are passed into the one. So percentage is 100. So mainly this how I have calculated. At least the percentage should be at least 80% above. So then only they are able to apply for the jobs. So now this is a person. As a person, I want to apply for the jobs. He will just click onto the button apply. So once you click onto the apply button, you can see job has been applied successfully here. Okay. So let me do one thing. Let me come back to my assessment results. So I have taken one assessment right in the Java. So I'll just maintain he has obtained some 80% here, or else 85%. The score he has obtained. Okay, percentage is 85, and the score he has obtained here is 5. So out of 5, I'll just tell something 4 he have obtained, and the result I'm just going to change it as a pass. Suppose I'm just changing from the administration part, not an actual he got, but I'm changing to just see the data whether it is working or not. And once I come to the job interface, come back to the results, so you can see he have passed in the Java as well. So now he's applying for the jobs for the Java as well. So here you can see the job has been applied for the Java. So again, if I just come back to the results, what if he tries to apply jobs twice? So he have applied already. Now if I try to again apply, you can see it will tell job has been already applied. So there is no, the other person, they cannot apply more than 2 times. Okay, he can able to delete the job. Suppose by miss he have applied the job, if you don't want, he can just click onto the delete. You can see job has been deleted successfully. Then same way, if they want to apply again based on the results, they can apply again one more time as well. Okay, so that is only going to accept one time. So now you have applied for the jobs and React.js Java. So what admin is going to do? Okay, he will just check out his data. Okay, he has applied, and you can see there is nothing has been uploaded yet here. So what happens there is they are going to schedule the interview. They are going to schedule the interview. So they are going to schedule the interview in the sense like as if I just come back to the admin part. So the administration, you can see they will check. Okay, this is the administration I have created. Already it is there in this one. So I didn't create it again one more page. So as the admin only has access to update all the details, right? So suppose I'll just click here into the React.js. He'll see the links. Okay, he have React.js things, and he'll just check. Okay, this is a person who have scored. He'll just check. Okay, this is a person data. He'll check into your results. Okay, he have obtained 100% result, and he have been passed. So based on the data, he's going to give the, okay, he'll tell, okay, I'll be scheduling the interview. Then he will after scheduling the interview. So what happened here is so once I'll just click, they'll give the closure date. Suppose today is the closure date. Sorry, after, or else I can just select some any other day here. I'll select the 10th is the closure date. Then I'm just going to save this. So once I save this data, so you can see now I'm just going to come back. Now you can able to see the stats, whatever is happening. So you can see here is the interview schedule true. It is telling as a true here. So the interview schedule is true. They have scheduled the interview. So now they want to give you the interview link here, right? So what they are going to do once they schedule the interview. So I think I did for this, right? Sorry for this one. Okay. So once they do that, you can see the default link as there is a link will display soon. So I'll just give the link here. I'll just tell HTTPS. So whatever the meet, I'll just tell meet.google.com, something like XYZ, PWC, something like this. I'm just give the interview access. Once I say, so what the student is going to see, so he can able to see the interview link here. Then he has been interview scheduled today. Job has been created here as well, right? And it's not a job expiry date. I'll just tell the interview date here. So this is a job interview date, not the expiry date. I'll just change that specific part here itself. So because it has to be proper way. I'll just tell job created. I'll just tell job interview date. Okay. Interview date. So let's just save it here. INTR interview date. Once save it. Now you can say I'll be able to job interview date is this is the date. So they are going to see that date, and they are going to join the link. And whatever the interview process will be there, that is going to scheduled as defaultly. So once the interview is scheduled, what the revolver is going to do here is he will be okay. Yeah, he'll just check okay whether I can approve his job or not. Suppose he have passed the interview, he'll approve. We'll give some 8 score for the skills out of 10, and spoken English 9, computer coding knowledge he will give it as 10, and he'll just save it. So once he save, he'll be passed into this interview. Suppose think like in the Java. So he has given a Java interview. Interview has been scheduled, but he has failed here. But he will give the reason for it. Yes, he will give the some specific. Suppose I'll just save it here. So once I say the two interview have scheduled. So mainly he has given for the two interviews. So whichever the two jobs he has applied. So in the two jobs, what happened here is he have passed into the one specific job approved. So he has passed into one, and he has not passed into the Java. You can able to see. Okay, make sure you're giving the links as well here. The Java, give some link here. Okay, so I'll just tell here HTTPS again, meet.google.com/AAA, something like Google link. Save it here. So now I can see he will be able to see. Okay, so whatever the stats has been there, it can able to see the progress. He will be like, okay, I have passed into the one job, that is React.js. He have passed, that is you can see it is telling as a true. He has passed into the React job, and he has failed into the not updated. You can see that is not updated, but here it has been passed here. For default, for the job approved, it will be false here. He has been false. So I'll just tell it here, rather than not updated, I'll just tell here something as a job is not approved, right? So default only I'll just make it as here as a FLSE false here. That means I'll just tell not selected. Not selected. So something I'll just mention it here. Okay. So once it is there, you can see not selected. So job approved, he will be, if he is job approved, it will be like selected here. I'll just mention here as a selected. This is all the code changes I'll do. So you can see it will be selected. Okay. So here they can see the status selected or a non-selected here. So when you can make it more like good part here, so you can just maintain this selected into the buttons here. So I'll just maintain this thing into the buttons here. So I'll just tell button selected. So I'll just give the class equals to something like btn success, success success. It is for the green color, right? So once the success is green color. So I'll just tell this is selected, and the same thing I'll just select it for a not selected. I'll add the button here as well. So I'll just maintain here as a not selected. Not selected here. So this time it will be a danger here. DANGER danger. So once the interview is done, whatever that is, they should be not able to delete the specific data. Like so, because I have maintained as a disabled. So when they have applied for a job, then it will be enabled. They can delete, but after scheduling the interview link, they should not. They will be not having access to delete the job here. Okay. So you can see once you have selected, and it is telling as a not selected here. Okay. So I can just maintain here as a BTN SM. So I can just add one more class, that is a BTN SM. So I can add this BTN not here. So I'll just add it here, BTN success and BTN SM. BTN SM. So it will be giving you the small button here. Okay, this is all the bootstrap class. Let's save it here. So actually I want not to do, so it's fine. You can see it is small buttons now. Okay, so this is how the data will be visible into the stats. They can see the results, all the data will be there. After they have selected for the jobs, then the rate it will be in the Gmail process. Whatever the joining process will be there, that will be a different part. But this is all about a job matching for the graduates. This is all the working flow is going to work into the system. So I'll just click onto the logout. So once I've logged in, it will. So same thing, it is going to work for each and every person. And you can see the administration part over here as well. So it's for only for the administration purpose here. Okay, so they can see all the assessment results, data, CVs, jobs, questions, all the things they can able to upload it here. Okay, so make sure you are opening when you are explaining both the things. Don't open into the same, because if you open the admin and the normal user data into the same Chrome part, it will whatever the login logout sessions will be there, it is going to mismatch it. So open one thing into one browser, and the administration part you open into the incognito mode for parallel explanation for the faculties. Okay, so this is, you can see in the template folder, all your front end part is there. Whatever you are seeing here, so all the files you are seeing for the front end is all the front end, and all the static folders will be your JavaScript, CSS, images, data, and media is the something which you are going to upload. Whatever the images you are going to upload and all those things will be from the media. And your application project is, this is a main project, Lakshmi project, and this application part view. So this is the main logic of your program. You can see for home page, profile page, creating a CV. So this is each and every line of code I have typed it here. There is no something like copy paste. Each and every logic is something I have created on and I have added. So there will be a very 0% of plagiarism for you guys. Okay, so you can see this is all the data for the backend. This is only for the authenticate. This is for the normal backend part, and this is for your authentication. So for your sign in login page. So apart from that, whatever you are saying here. All your database tables you can able to see into this models.python file. So this is all your database tables. All the URL links you can see into the URLs pattern here, and what all the administration parts you can see into this admin page over here. So all a few things so I can have a look onto it. So I'll share you the code. You guys can learn run the project and have a look onto it. Take care. Bye bye.